Freddie's Summer Screw-Up. Once a year, the Redcliff and Guineabridge Borough Council organises a special party for everyone who lives in the local council area. There was to be ice cream and cake for everyone who attended. Every one of Mr. Eric's engines all wants to be the one chosen to take the children to the party. This year, along with Robert and Vites, Alan and David were chosen to help them. It was a wonderful job. Freddie wished he was taking the children to the party, but Freddie was taking a tanker of raspberry syrup to the Guineabridge Junction station where the ice cream factory was located. When Freddie arrived, the factory manager was waiting for him. Freddie, Mr. Eric wanted me to tell you that you have been assigned to collect the ingredients to make the ice cream for the party. You were to pick up the cream from the rolling stock yard, then the strawberries from Knutford Airport, and then the chocolate from Yalehurst. Freddie was disappointed. He had lots to collect, and he wanted to take the children to the party. His conductor tried to reassure him. If we get everything in time, Freddie, we can still take some children. This made Freddie feel a little bit better and a little more confident. So he rushed off back towards the rolling stock yard. He collected his train along with the cream, and he rolled quickly away. Next, Freddie had to collect some strawberries, so he raced to Knutford Airport to pick them up from the plane that had brought them in from abroad. Then, Freddie had to wait for Vites to pass through. Out of the way! Express train coming through! Vites' coaches were full of happy children. They were all going to the party. Why does Vites get to take the children instead of me? At last the junction was clear and Freddie was on his way once again. If I'm quick, I can still get back to Redcliff in time to take some of the children to the party. So Freddie raced down the line and soon reached Knutford Airport, where the men were waiting to load the strawberries. Please, be quick. The airport workers loaded his wagons. Before long they had been loaded with the strawberries. Thank you. And Freddie raced away. Soon he had to stop again to let David through the junction. He was taking more children to the party. They were having a wonderful time. Everyone gets to take the children except me. At last the points changed and Freddie was on his way again. Did eventually arrive at Yalehurst, where the chocolate factory was located. It was very late. The factory workers were there waiting for him with the chocolate. Hurry up, please. If I'm quick, I might still get to take some of the children to the party. The workmen loaded Freddie's box van with the chocolate. It was soon loaded and Freddie was ready to go. But the shunter hadn't released the brakes on the wagons. Freddie pulled as hard as he could, but the wagon wouldn't move. I have to hurry! Freddie heaved, and he roared, and he revved, and at last, the coupling broke, Freddie lurched forwards, and strawberries flew everywhere. Now I'll never get to take the children to the party. After a long, long time, Freddie's wagons were ready for departure. The shunter had released the brakes, and Freddie slowly rolled away from Yalehurst Falls. Finally, the track turned right to rejoin the main line at the bottom of the Bexgate flyover. This meant Freddie was nearly back at Guinea Bridge Junction. He soon pulled into the station. He thought his job was done now, but he was wrong. The factory manager was waiting for him on the platform. The ice cream will soon be ready. While we are waiting it though, Mr. Eric wants you now to go back to the rolling stock yard and collect some milk so we can make the milkshakes for the party with it. Then Mr. Eric would like you to collect some butter and take it to Raiden City so the bakery can make the cakes for the party. Freddie was very disappointed. He wished he could take the children instead. But regardless, Freddie went back to the rolling stock yard to collect the milk. When he arrived there to pick it up, the yard manager was waiting for him. Freddie, you must go slowly when taking this milk. It is a very fragile product. Bad things could happen to it if you don't go slowly. Freddie became even more disappointed. If he had to go slowly, this meant his chances of taking the children had dropped even further. But nonetheless, Freddie rolled slowly and carefully away with the milk containers. Soon Freddie pulled into the bypass loop at Redcliff Station. He met up with Vites there. "Hello there, slow coach." "I am not being a slow coach, Vites. I'm being a reliable engine." "If you were not a slow coach, Mr. Eric would have given you the job I'm doing now. I'm one of the fastest and most comfortable trains in the world. That's why I'm taking the children." Vites' arrogance was making Freddie very cross. "I can be as fast as you." "Alright then, you blue slow coach. I'll race you back to Guinea Bridge Junction." "Okay then, you stupid orange wedge. It's on." Like Donkey Kong? Yes. Like Donkey Kong. Then Vites raced out of the station. Freddie thundered after him as fast as his traction motors would turn his wheels. As he raced along, the containers rattled and rocked. They biffed and bashed, and Freddie flew straight through the junction towards Guinea Bridge Junction Station, but he had completely forgotten about going slowly. The factory manager was very pleased. Freddie had delivered the milk in record time. Now the factory could make the milkshakes for the party. But when the factory manager looked into one of the containers, he was very surprised. "This milk is almost butter!" "Freddie, did the containers rattle around during your journey here?" Well... Oh dear. If you shake milk for long enough, it turns to butter. Oh dear. I didn't know that. If I had, I wouldn't have listened to Vites. Ugh, honestly, Freddie. Please go back to the rolling stock yard and collect more milk. And remember to go slowly this time. Alright then, I'm on my way. So Freddie headed back to the rolling stock yard. He didn't feel like a useful engine now. When he arrived back, Mr. Eric was waiting for him. He was cross. "Freddie, the party will be starting soon and you still have not delivered the butter to Raiden City. Now the children are going to have no cakes at the party." Freddie felt absolutely terrible. Oh dear, I've really screwed up today, haven't I? Well, Freddie, I hate to make you feel even worse, but I guess you could say that. This is an absolute disaster! Freddie trundled slowly and carefully back to Guinea Bridge Junction Station. Freddie didn't feel reliable now. He felt very stupid for screwing everything up. When Freddie finally returned to Guinea Bridge Junction, the factory manager told Freddie to take the old containers back to the rolling stock yard. But then, Freddie had a better idea. Freddie raced along with the wagons even faster than he had before. He raced through the junction just before Knotford Airport and he shot right through the station. The containers rattled and rolled. They biffed and bashed and clanked and crashed. Even the cows in the fields looked up to see what all the noise was. But Freddie didn't stop until he reached Raiden City. As he slowed into the station, he blew his horn long and loud. The baker was on the platform waiting for him. "I need butter, not milk!" "Look inside the containers." The baker couldn't believe his eyes. The almost butter was now properly and officially butter. Enough to make all the cakes for the party. Mr. Eric soon found out what Freddie had done. Mr. Eric came to see him. He was very proud of Freddie for saving the party. "Freddie, I am very pleased with you. Your idea has saved the party. You have been the most reliable engine on the railway today." "Thank you so much, sir. I realise now that being reliable isn't about who gets the best jobs. It's about how much effort and care you put into the jobs you receive." "I'm very pleased to hear that, Freddie. Now your last two jobs are to bring all the party food to Redcliff for that party, and to be the guests of honour at the party." "Me? The guest of honour? I'd be more than obliged to, sir. I will get on with delivering this party food immediately." And Freddie set off with the party food. He rolled carefully down the tracks to Redcliff Station. He now no longer wanted to take the children to the party. When Freddie reached the station, David was there, dropping off the last of the children. They all cheered as Freddie pulled in. "The children are very happy that you have delivered their party food. The summer party was a great success. There were more than enough ice cream and milkshakes and cakes for everyone who attended the party." Freddie had never been happier to be a locomotive on the Redcliff and Guinea Bridge Railway.
Reach for the wind, reach for the whistle, go where the rail may run. Reach for the song, reach for the story, follow the rainbow sun. To a shining time station where dreams can come true, waiting there for you. So much to see, so far to travel, so much to learn to know. Friends by your side, hopes to hold on to, who knows how far we'll go. To a shining time station where dreams can come true. Your own imagination's waiting there for you. To a shining time station where dreams can come true. Your own imagination's waiting there for you, waiting for you.
Train number 16.